Hello Capricorn and welcome to your November 2022 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out, we have two major arcanas here. The Chariot, the Lovers, with the Seven of Cups in reverse. So this is, you're entering the month of November here. First of all, the Lovers is the capacity to make a decision with inspired higher self vibrations to influence how we're gonna act, where we're gonna, what we're gonna do, what we're gonna say, what we're gonna engage ourselves in, and so on. Okay, inspired by higher than us, higher vibrations. The Chariot is, of course, it rules. It's with the moon, it's with Cancer, it's with the 4th house that is right in front of your house, 10th house, 4-10. The Chariot would be kind of the capacity to travel from this one to the next, in a sense where he mastered the moon. Okay, that's why he's got those moons on his shoulders here. His armor is made of the moon. He went inside, he went into his feminine. He got in contact with his aspiration, with his soul. That's why he's got the 8-pointed star on his head. He's got in contact with the higher aspect of him through his right brain, through his feminine, in order to inspire him, give him a direction to his accomplishment, to his ambition, to the Capricorn. Okay, it's the axe between Cancer and Capricorn. Chariot, where his unconscious and his conscious has to be aligned, his feminine and his masculine has to be aligned. The fact that the 7 of Cups is reversed, that tells me that you're letting go of some illusions, of some projections that you had that were based on old sadnesses, old traumas, memories. Okay, memories are in water. That's what kind of diffuses or distorts sometimes vibrations. After that, so you come in like this. After that, I have the 6 of Wands in reverse. So the process is not finished here, Capricorn. And then we have Death in reverse. This month, you're going to continue whatever you've started as a process, so that at the end of the month, you're actually going to be able to let die, then we are in Scorpio season, so everything is going to point you to that direction, but you're going to be able to actually let die what needs to die, that what is done, what is finished. The experience I had, or the lesson I had to pull from it, it has been pulled. I can let go of it. There's more out there than what the eye can see, or that what I've experienced until now. That kind of thing. So under our Chariot and the Lovers with the 7 of Cups in reverse, I have the High Priestess. So that tells me you're coming in the month very strong when it comes to your connection to your spirituality here. This is like insight of being able to move past something that was holding you back. And then I have the 4 of Swords in reverse, which can be two things. One would be not understanding really, not finishing the process, or not understanding really what were the cause of our old 3 of Swords, our old, disappointments, beliefs that hurt us, and so on. Or it can be getting out of the 4 of Swords, getting out of ruminating the old pain to try and understand it. Under the Six of Wands, I have the Two of Pentacles. So Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter, planet of expansion. In Capricorn, which, if ruled by Saturn, you are focused. You don't have any limiting beliefs about what you can accomplish, about your ambition, about what your soul aspires to, and your capacity to make it. If you don't have any of this, then it would be beautiful expansion for you. But when we have the Two of Pentacles, that means that we're still holding on to a concept of this reality that is restrictive. And therefore, there's a contrast between those two realities. Maybe between what I sense, what my spiritual connection is telling me, and what maybe my logical masculine side is telling me. Between my spiritual and my material, invisible, visible. These two, inside, outside, they're not corresponding. And therefore I'm juggling here. Under that, Three of Pentacles. I'm juggling when it comes to what I really want to build, what I really want to create in this world. What is the shape that I want this reality to look like for me? Okay? So, under our Death in Reverse, I have the Wheel of Fortune and I have the Two of Swords. So, ultimately, there's a decision you're going to take at the end of the month. A decision that has to do with what is my belief? What is my truth? It's an inner decision that will have outside effects, that's for sure. But it's going to be like the capacity to let die, to let finish, maybe what needed to be finished for a long time. That you will have the acknowledgement and the recognition of, you know what, I don't have to prove anything anymore. I don't have to fight this anymore. It's done. I'm not fighting this. I'm letting it go. It hurt me in the past. It prevented me from actually seeing what is possible for me. So there you're going to really understand the lesson of all of this. It might have to do with Five of Pentacles. Leftover abandonment. Leftover, I'm not enough. Or, you know, if we see the world as a pie that needs to be shared between everybody, as a definite thing, not as a constantly changing, growing, infinite thing. If we see it as finite, then we have to justify having a piece of that pie. And therefore, it sets us right away to our self-worth. It sets us right away to, do I deserve it? What can I sacrifice to be able to feel like I can have that other thing? Maybe I have to work 10 times harder to get it. That will justify me for being able to have it. Or maybe if I give, 80% of it away, I'm going to justify receiving it. And that can be about anything, not just money. Attention, love, anything in this world. There's something you're going to understand that was kind of holding your horses back when it came to actually accomplishing your true ambition, your true vision, your true aspiration for yourself. Okay? Let's clarify this, my beautiful Capricorns. I call upon the light. I call upon the divine. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Capricorns for the month of November 2022. Capricorns. Capricorns. Okay, just make sure it's still recording. All right. So let's look at that. Let's look at that Chariot, Lovers, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. There's this brand new beginning, and you're all conflicted about it. And that's why you have to make a decision. Does this new beginning, this new solid thing that you can plant and grow, it can be an idea, it can be a proposition, it can be a project, a contract, whatever it is this aligned with your aspiration? Is this pentacle aligned with what you want your reality to be? Let's look at that Six of Wands. Or is it so alien to struggling that you have a hard time absorbing it? Okay. Four of Pentacle, Two of Swords in reverse. Here you're going to be able to make the decision. But here, it's almost like you don't have enough self-confidence to open yourself to the risk of grasping that pentacle and investing yourself in it. To get on that Chariot. You know, Chariot is a card of success. But it's a card of success. Success is the side effect of an upright Chariot. When I was saying between Cancer and Capricorn, that axe, okay? We get in through Cancer, we get out through Capricorn. That Chariot, that's the axe, it travels. If unconsciously there's something that prevents you from actually believing that you can do it, or that trusting the insight, the intuition, the aspiration, no matter how much work you're going to put out there, how much actual salt mine, sweat, and strategy, you'll never reach it. It will always, the unconscious will bring you somewhere. Your shadow, your feminine, in what it believes and how it perceives things and what it attracts towards you, and where it vibrates, will always bring you somewhere that reflects this. And you'll have your conscious with its ambition and what it wants that will pull you in another way, creating constant car wreck. But if you look at this, he's not controlling these things. No, his mind is balanced in harmony. He has no reins holding these two things. It's just the strength of his 8-pointed star on his head, the strength of his aspiration, and he's got nothing telling him the opposite, whether conscious or unconscious. Therefore, nothing is stopping the movement forward to bringing this into the concrete, this world. So, right now, the fire that would actually put, the motor behind the Chariot, let's say, is a bit all over the place. So you're making this decision, but it's the opportunity to make the decision here, I would say. You arrive with it. But this month and at the end of the month, probably, there you'll really be able to make that decision, not just here, but all the way. let's look at that. Because right now, see, this guy has a fear of losing. This guy is trying to stay secure into what he knows. He doesn't want to take any risks. He's not, he doesn't want to be vulnerable. And I put vulnerable in quotes like this because the definition of vulnerability is mixed with let's say the feminine aspect, being able to allow things through because it knows it's tuned to a certain frequency, and this is all that's going to pass. It will not be surprised, hurt by letting pass something that would be detrimental, that would hurt, that would be a mirror of something that is not tamed in its shadow. So that's why death here is important. To really let die what is the memories, the vibrations that are in your shadow, so that they are not what is going to pass through you as you're manifesting this goal, and therefore assuring your success, and therefore not being afraid to just run on that chariot and not be fearful of a pebble on the road or anything else. Let's look at death here. Death purifies the waters so we can make an enlightened decision, lovers, without having anything that would, here I have the Eight of Wands and I have the Three of Cups, being able to make moves that would be from a high celebrating vibration, water at its highest, not water that creates a cloud in front of us, insecurity, uncertainty. All the possibilities are out there. I could succeed, but I could fail dramatically. So I better status quo, not move, and not put myself out there. So this is what it's all about for you this month, Capricorn. Let's look at what your High Priestess is telling you. What is the High Priestess saying? Okay, it's saying you've been waiting enough. It's been saying, don't you think that the way you've been investing in your life, that you've been gardening your garden, your fire now is exhausted, and you haven't had the fulfillment that you would feel if you would be in harmony with your waters, with your fourth house, Cancer. Here I have the Queen of Wands with it. That's what I'm going to put here. What do I truly desire? What steers me away from my aspiration? This is the law of attraction, but her fire is always aligned with, here we have a sunflower, with the sun, with what I desire, with what my soul wants to express, with what it wants to live. The sunflower follows the sun all the time. It's in that principle. This is what your soul was like whispering to you. Five of Swords in reverse, Four of Swords. So, and here the Hangman. So in a way, when I was talking about vulnerability here, your inner security will not come from having strategized so much, holding so much proof and this and that. Okay, the super lawyer of the Five of Swords here. I'm gonna outwit you. I'm gonna, with my knowledge and my mind and so on, I'm gonna outwit life and make sure it doesn't hurt me. I'm gonna plan every second of it so that I am not vulnerable. The Hangman, is making you look at that from a completely different angle, saying, you've been doing this for so long, Capricorn. Did it water your garden? Was it aligned with what you truly desired, with what was igniting fire within you, Capricorn? With what your soul was yearning for, was desiring? Let's look at that Two of Pentacles. Why are we here and making all these efforts into what are the true accomplishments that are worth it? You know, it's not having a third house or a fourth car or whatever. Here, your Emperor, what is he investing in? Two of Pentacles. Show me the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, you turned and you came back. Page of Cup and Ten of Sword. Here is the Emperor, like I stopped before, but now he's upright. And here I have Temperance. I think this month it's the maturing of your waters, seeing the bigger picture, understanding something in a completely different manner that's going to stir, let's say, or aim your divine masculine in a completely different way, into how he's gonna manage his empire. Three of Pentacles. Of what he's gonna choose to invest himself in. Okay. So here we have that Ace of Pentacles again, and we have the Empress in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. There's this new beginning here. But the thing is, it's almost like you gotta trust you in order to be able to take that pentacle and make it into another 10 of Pentacles. Okay, your last cycle is done, has started to implode, because we have to be in constant growth. Okay, once you stop growing, you start imploding. Okay, it's the truth. It's a universal truth for everything. Societies, ourselves, our projects are blooming. A stem of wheat. It's the same thing. So, Ace of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. There's this new seed that you can sense and perceive. But in order to take it, in order to make that decision to invest yourself in it, even if you know that, the past efforts did not really give you what you wanted, you gotta trust your feminine. Because that's from where the Chariot starts. Divine feminine, divine masculine, Cancer, Capricorn. All the unconscious, the memory, the roots, the nurturing of within. How can I feed the within? And what is my connection here? The Empress is inspiration. It's she's connected to the whole zodiac. It's Venus. It's the capacity to take something, put it in her belly, giving it a shape in order for the Emperor to be able to accomplish out there. But if you don't trust her, because she's been hurt in the past, and now you cannot really read what she's saying, know that she is speaking through what you're excited about, what you want to express. She's speaking through your fire. She's speaking because here, hint, the Queen of Wands. She's speaking through your waters, your emotions. But if in those emotions, if in the water that's in every cell of you is mixed with bad memories, You won't be able to actually feel it in your guts, giving you the inner knowing that, yes, that's the pentacle I have to take and I have to invest in. Wheel of Fortune. But I think that this is going to become clear for you at the end of the month. I would suggest to watch this again at the end of the month if right now it's probably blurry. What the heck is she talking about? But at the end of the month, it's going to make sense to you. Okay. Wheel of Fortune for Capricorn. Ooh, you spinned. Here's the Three of Pentacle, okay? And it's to kind of unblock your growth. Unblock the Knight of Pentacle that is continuing slowly but surely your growth. Two of Swords. You're going to get out of that status quo. You're going to stop resisting. And here I have the Two of Cups. So for some of you, yes, this can be a relationship, okay? And you don't know how to read the other one. You're making fantasy in your head, positive, negative, you know? They love me. They're using me. I'm not going to be available. I'm not putting myself vulnerable out there. And the same thing, because Two of Cups is not limited to romantic love here. It's like the Two of Cups is everything that is mirrored outside in our lives. It is the splitting of the vibration that looks at itself, okay? And so through the experimentation of seeing our reflection in the other of our vibration, we either grow from it, transform, transmute, into purer versions of ourselves. Six of Swords. The goal, I think, this month will be to let go of all the times that you were abandoned, that you felt you weren't enough, that you were left out in the cold, that even though all the efforts that you did, Capricorn, you received snow and nothing else. At one point, you're going to have to let that die. Because if this remains as your truth, this is what is going to be mirrored out there. And I think it's going to become very clear for you this month. We do have a lunar eclipse in Taurus. So maybe this month it's going to become very clear. What is my relationship with my divine feminine within myself? Is it a source of faith and trust and inner knowing, in that immutable security and cosmic knowledge of who I am? Or is it wounds and traumas and fear and so on within myself that I have to overcompensate with swords and so on? So I think you're going to see that this month. I'm going to call this your truth, because ultimately that's where it comes down to. Okay? So on this, my beautiful Capricorns, I am sending you all my love and light for the month of November. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. If you want a private reading, the description is below. In the plus section, there's the website. Now everything passes through the website. You have all the information, and you can book 3 weeks in advance like this. So in 2 weeks, we're going to be 5 weeks further in the booking and so on. Also in the boutique, I'm going to add a picture of this schema, okay, of the Tree of Life for the ones of you who are asking. of course, you have to understand this is not made by computer. This is made by hand for when I do the tarot courses. So, which will be available online later on. But so yes, I tried to make the best picture I could, and so it's going to be free to download. On this, all my love and light. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next month. Mwah. My heart goes out to all of those light fighters around the world, and I'm with you.